single woman with child. I don't need a man. I have the state.
Serious. So wow. So what we have is then a level of productivity, which, as you say, and I'm just repeating.
Yes.
Figures well in the management of state and government. Then,
yes.
Right. So basically, then, not to put too fine a point on it, we're having government children. When we keep looking at this wealth of single parent families, they're actually government children.
We're not.
Can I then make that kind of?
Yes, you can. You can go as far as to say that children are no longer born; they are actually grown. We're not like the movie Matrix points out. This is a literal thing, but it's a choice that you make in life. And really, to go deeper, we have to begin to discuss genetics and DNA, because only a certain group of people feel the way we feel. There's no judgment on it, but there is the traffic of DNA obviously hit you in the way that it hit me. We're concerned about the state of our existence. We're concerned about where we're going, why we're here, who are we. We're concerned about our right standing with God or with a principle, something other than the physical, in that sense. Now, the average person, man, I ain't interested in all that. Give me something hot to eat. Let me lay down here, and this is it.
Okay, so if I could put this in there.
And the state needs that.
Right, so if I could put this, I'm going to move on to my boy. It's the question with the DJ, what's his name again? The DJ friend from Radio 1. Westwood. I'm going to get onto him in a minute. But the first point I want to make is, so if you believe that this is how we are developing, do you believe there is a way that we can change it? Because one, we were bred to be slaves, which means that, and we are clear that they murdered a lot of our intellects. Right. You know what I'm saying? And they allowed through certain types of intellects which suited the government or the system. Yeah. So in that sense, as you went on to DNA and genetics, wouldn't it be well to say then that they must have then bred us to be able to have this level of geneticism that doesn't want to think for itself. That, you know, because obviously if you, as you said, a pig can't be a cow and a cow can't be a horse. So if you breed a people on a limited amount of knowledge base in terms of their DNA, because you've bred them to be that way, and you've looked just for the teeth and the eyes and the musculature, what you've still got great people on the planet, but they're mostly great entertainers or mostly great athletes because you've bred that type. Then wouldn't it be relevant to assume then we should be looking to watch the way in which we then conjugate or get together, so to speak, and have families, and what are we looking for to save or to help bolster then the race? When that's not to necessarily save it, but then to say we need to add something else into the race because we've got far too much of murder, death and mayhem going on, and too much profligation of that, and too much heralding of that type of lifestyle, and not enough of aren't we meant to build? Aren't we meant to create? Aren't we meant to develop?
No, not all of us. Not all of us.
Okay.
All of us are meant to do exactly what you see on television and radio.
But isn't that the breeding, though?
That is the breeding. Yes, it is. I do agree with that. Yes, people are conditioned to that state of mind, but they accept the conditioning.
Right. And you're saying that they can rebel.
You can,
but they don't want to.
You don't want to. In every, I asked God a question about 3 years ago. I said,
"Who is he?
Who's?"
So you said ask. Oh, you mean like you asked yourself, no. God within you, or you asked God? That's where we're on tricky ground. You know,
I asked God.
That's a different subject.
I speak to God daily.
But who's this God now? Now
I can explain. I will explain. Well, let me finish this and get to God.
Go on.
Yeah, keep the tape rolling.